Hello everyone, welcome back to Talking Reds, and it is match day. Liverpool travel to Southampton once again for the second time in a month, and we are playing Carabao Cup, a cup that we should possibly go and win. If you look at the teams left and you look at the draw that has panned out for us, so we have got Southampton away. Should be a win on paper, but nothing's on paper anymore. We see this all the time. Fulham should have been a win on paper. You know what I'm saying? Forest should have been a win on paper, but it doesn't happen like that. So, especially when Liverpool have so much to concentrate on in terms of league, Champions League. Will Arne Slot rotate the team? Will we play a weakened team? Will we play a few youngsters? Who knows? But what I will say is I don't think it matters who plays on that pitch at the moment with Liverpool, because every single one of them put effort in, and I expect every single one of them to get a result, whoever plays tomorrow. Sorry, today. It is tomorrow when we've got it, but it will be today when it's going out. So, yes, tonight is the game. And are you excited, boys, for a Carabao Cup? Is it just like that? I don't know how to feel about this game.
Me personally, if I get to see certain young players or certain players who kind of are on the fringes of the squad, even Elliot, because he's come back from injury recently, Jota just recently come back as well.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I heard something about Jota to say that he may not have trained for the game tomorrow. Might have been a bit too soon, but I do. This type of tournament is the type of tournament where I want to see fringe players. I want to see youngsters who are like stars, who are stars of the future, who are trying to earn their stripes and trying to get their foot in the door. That's what kind of excites me about the Carling Cup. My main focus is more like I'm really up for is the Prem and the Champions League, because those are the two serious tournaments. Even the FA Cup to a degree, but I don't get too excited when I'm more disappointed when I see too much of a strong senior team playing in the Carling Cup, because I just think it's a missed opportunity for some of the youngsters.
You get that. You want a rest for the older players as well. You want rest, but you also want to see some of this fresh blood coming in. You want to see some of this new. What we got in the background that can possibly to make it into the first team at some point, like Trey Nyonis and players like that, and Jane Dans. These players that we want to see, the exciting youngsters. Southampton should be a win, shouldn't it, Patricio? But however, they're no mugs, and we saw that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no,
against
definitely.
That first team.
I think we're also benefiting off the fact that Tottenham battered them on the weekend. We don't know what side they're going to put out, and then we can put a lot of youngsters. I think it'll be good if we could see Chiesa, if we could see Rio as well, if he can get a few minutes on the pitch, and then obviously Morton, and then obviously I wish we had Bajcetic back and play him there, but obviously the boss. So like when we get these players back, it'll be good, and then obviously to see Dan's as well. You can see how good of a player Dan's was last season in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, I think this definitely gives us a lot of chance. I think it gives Slot a chance to give the youngsters an opportunity and let them see what they do and how they handle first team football, especially against Southampton. And I think that will sort of make his life easier leading up to the game against Spurs. If Jota, although he hasn't trained, if Jota does get an opportunity, you can see maybe he'll choose him over Nunes for the game against Tottenham. So I'll be excited to see what team we put out, but I think it's a big opportunity for everyone.
I think it'd be a good game to watch, if I'm honest, just because if we do, which we will do, I think Arne Slot will do, he'll rotate a little bit and he'll put some youngsters. I think because they've got a point to prove as such, and I think Southampton players will have a point to prove after Sunday, after losing the manager, and they'll want to, whoever's coming in, they'll want to impress them straight away, they'll want to put the name down, they'll still want to fight as well for the fans, because it's not fair on the fans having to witness getting battered and like that, and they need to bounce back quickly. And for Southampton, it's probably the perfect game to bounce back in. It's against Liverpool, but it could be against Liverpool youngsters. So if they were to beat Liverpool, it's knocking Liverpool out. But it's a chance. It's an opportunity for, isn't it, Rhys? Really, it's an opportunity for Southampton to show themselves a little bit after Sunday.
No, 100%. Because it's not that they lost. It's more. I always say when a team loses, it's about how you lose. And for me, that result literally cost the manager his job. I'm not saying the manager ain't got to take no accountability for the tactics, but he didn't set that team up for them to go out there and just roll over and give Spurs the points within the first 15 minutes. It should be interesting because obviously I'm not sure who's who's going to be the temp manager for the time being. That might even give them that little new manager bounce, because the fans are going to be thinking they've got someone else, and then the players might have something to prove as well, because the manner of how they lost. And even if they didn't lose that game against Tottenham, it's more the fact that they're in a quarter-final for a trophy, so that's a big deal for Southampton. So I still don't think I expect us to win, but I think this is going to be tougher than we need it to be because of the result they had against Tottenham.
They caused us some problems a few weeks ago away. They caused us some absolute problems, and we got away with it really, I thought, in that game. That was a Salah finish, a Salah penalty wanted to win as the game. Yeah, they caused us some big problems. Aribo's a very good player. Patricia, is anyone you're looking at Southampton thinking, yeah, he's going to be a big threat tomorrow? Oh, tonight, sorry. It is today.
I forgot the player's name. Sorry.
Just here. You know?
Yeah, sorry. I had my mic was muted. Yeah, so to be fair, is it does Brereton Diaz play for Southampton still? Because I genuinely don't know if he does or not.
I think he's he's normally in the squad, but he's not. They don't know players. It's Adam Armstrong normally up front, and Shea Adams behind.
Yeah, Adams. Yeah,
there's Aribo. The Aribo I don't like. There's that. What's that young lad on the right wing? It's not. Is it? No, it's not Archer.
Dibble.
That's him.
Yeah. That's the one I'm wary about.
Yeah, he's very, very good. He's very good. I won't be surprised if the big clubs are looking at him. And I said Aribo's always gives a big game as Aribo. He's one player that I don't like playing. I think we played him in. I think we played him in the cup last year as well. I remember playing against him.
He
remember playing against him.
He performed very well against us in the game in the Prem where we just beat him.
Yeah, he did. Unreal.
All sorts of problems. And there was another player in midfield, quite tall, athletic. I can't remember his name, but he was very good on the ball as well.
They've got some very, very good footballers. The problem is with Southampton, they can't defend for anything, and that's an opportunity. Like I said, it's an opportunity for Southampton tomorrow. It's a big opportunity for our rotational players, our fringe players, our youngsters to prove a point. They're against a team that's just lost 5-0. They're against a team that's probably confidence is down here. We saw last year what our youngsters can do in this competition, and it's a chance for them tomorrow, Patricio, to just show out a little bit, innit? Say, I'm here, you know?
Yeah, no, of course, for sure. And to be fair, you can see that Slot wants to win things. So it will be a difficult game, like you said, Southampton wanting to bounce back. But I can definitely see a lot of the youngsters wanting to prove. And even like sort of Chiesa and maybe if Endo gets minutes on the pitch, you know, just to prove why they should be in the first team. I mean, for Endo, it will just be minutes to keep him going along. But
just to get his wage, mate. He's got to do something to get his wage. He's got to play a certain amount of minutes.
But
I want to see what I'm looking at right now. It says potentially Endo rumors Slot could be playing Endo at right back.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean that would free up Gomez
against
on the left.
Wouldn't that be against Rebo as well?
Yeah, but to be fair, that would leave up Gomez to go on the left hand side if you don't want to play Simicast in that. So I think that could be a shout. Kwanzaa at centre back.
I think
tomorrow's going to be very interesting.
There's a few other youngsters there. I'm looking at Narleone. I think he's a young centre back of ours.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah,
I think Norris may be in the squad as well. He's a left back. I think he's a young left back.
Do you think he'll play Van Dijk though because he hasn't got anyone else?
I'm wondering. For me, I wouldn't. I would play Gomez and Kwanzaa at centre back. I think Gomez should have enough experience in this game.
Or would you put left back?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Left back. I'll rather play one of the youngsters. If Norris.
You're saying Norris at left back then?
Yeah, I would have him.
I agree with you. I think Gomez and Kwanzaa would be the centre back pairing for me. But then again, at right back, you might have to play End at right back. I would
45 minutes though, whether it's the second half or first half. I would still give him 45 minutes.
Do you not see Trent playing tomorrow?
Because if you're going to play Endo, I don't trust Endo for the whole game at right back. So Trent has to get 45 minutes for me. Or if not, Gomez goes at right back, and then that means you got to play Van Dijk. But I don't want Van Dijk playing. He's too much of a senior player. We need him for the weekend. Let him get those couple days rest. during the week.
Oh, I apologise. Yeah, Endo at right back is a mad one. 1 second. What about midfield, boys? What do you think about midfield? Who would you play? Say Endo's going right back. Who's your midfield?
My
No,
midfield,
Graham Birch. Definitely not Graham Birch.
no, my midfield would be Morton, Elliott, and McAllister. Morton in the 6, McAllister on the left hand side of the midfield.
I like that.
Elliott
Yeah, I do like that.
for me.
I think that
Would you
will be
rather
it.
not save give McAllister some minutes, but not save him for the Spurs game fully? Because I'd say sort of Morton, Endo, and maybe like Elliott up top. Cam, sorry. So I don't know.
I think he'll go McAllister. I think he'll go McAllister. I think he'll want. I think he'll want some first teamers in to get the victory. And I think McAllister's the perfect one because he's had a game off.
No, up front, I would have, if we were going up front, I would go Chiesa, Nunes, and Gakpo. If Jota's available, I'll give him some minutes second half. I get what you're saying, Patricio, about Endo. The only thing is I don't trust Endo and McAllister in midfield with both of them together, because for me, that screams a lack of athleticism there. That's what that screams for me. Lack of athleticism. Do both of them play? Because in terms of that's not their strongest points. Obviously, McAllister's a phenomenal midfielder, but both of them two lack athleticism. So
do you not see maybe Soboslai in the 8 role next to Morton maybe? And then Elliott.
Something's left out, doesn't it?
Another one's like for me, the team I've just named, that should be good enough to win. So Bosley, I want to give him a little rest. I think that Tottenham game is going to be that's a really important game based on the last couple of results we've had where we've dropped points. I think.
Do you think Soboslai goes over Jones then for Tottenham then?
Ooh, Jones.
Think he'll play Jones tomorrow?
Maybe because Jones didn't play on the weekend. Maybe Jones.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm thinking. I was about to say about Harvey Elliott. When he has played Harvey Elliott, not given many minutes. Is he fully trusting him to start yet? So might he play Jones in that 10 area?
Trust him to start in this game, then I don't know when you're going to trust him. For me, because like I said, I'm not saying it's not an important fixture, but like I said, it's not as important.
Perfect fixture. Yeah.
So
it'd be good to have Elliott back and see him on the pitch again. He's been doing well for the under-21s team. So
and when he came on against Fulham, was it last 10-15 minutes? He had an impressive cameo. He did quite well, to be fair, when he came on. So I would be disappointed. I do expect to see Elliott feature. I'm not saying he's going to play the whole game, but I would like him to get at least 60 minutes, ideally, not 60, 70 minutes for me in his legs.
Right, guys, the things you don't expect to see that you might see, historical things in the past that we didn't expect to happen as human beings. The moon landing, going to space, things like that. The deep diving down into the Atlantic as far as we can. Chiesa's playing, possibly.
Yeah.
Things that you don't expect to see that could be happening. See some miracle. Whatever he's been given is finally fit to play. Because how excited are you to see Chiesa?
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, we haven't seen him for 14 games, I think it is. Possibly, 14 games. So I think it'll be really good.
Didn't we?
Yeah, and it would be good to see him because there was so much hype around him coming, especially for the price we got him for. He was such a steal. We knew that he was injury prone as well. It's just sort of like it's better than the Arthur Melo situation, but I do see, because obviously he is only 24. He can get the minutes. It's just he needs to play regularly and hopefully be injury free. I can obviously there's a star there. It's just getting him to play for us. So I reckon he'll definitely be using the Southampton game. Not sure if he'll get the minutes in the Spurs game, to be honest. I'm excited to see him.
It's a good game for him though, Rhys, to showcase his talents.
No, it's a big opportunity for Chiesa.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his. Obviously, he hasn't hit the ground running as we would like at Liverpool, but I'm being patient with him because we all knew that he did have some injury issues. So I think what the club have been doing is you got to manage him. Otherwise, if you throw him back in, he's just going to relapse and he's going to end up getting a big injury. I hope, like I said, he either starts or he comes on and gets some minutes, and then hopefully we can just go on from there. But I think if we can keep him fit, I think he's definitely someone for me. He's a killer in the box, and he's a really good player. So hopefully, like I said, I'm excited, but I'm holding my breath because for all I know, I might want to see him play and then he doesn't get to play tomorrow.
He might get injured pre-training before the game in the training bit.
I'm not even putting that in the air, Damon, because I don't want no bad luck put on the guy, you know. But hopefully he plays tomorrow and hopefully he does well. And then this is the proper start of his Liverpool career. We'll see.
I hope so.
Well, I mean, the doctors at Liverpool, but keeping busy right now with Canate. I mean, is a usual suspect in the changing room. But Jota and Chiesa being back, they must thinking, we might have to get some plans over Christmas but they might get injured just like that. I mean, Jota again is not. Arne come out and said he's not fully fit again because he felt a little bit after the Fulham game. It might not be a serious thing, but it might be just little tweaks because when you haven't played it for so long, your muscles need to get back into it, and especially someone that's injury prone. I think I won't be too worried about Jota, but because it's Jota, I am slightly worried a little bit because it is Jota. Predictions, boys. Score predictions. Who's your main guy for us to play tomorrow? Who do you think is going to be our main guy tomorrow?
I'm hopeful, to be fair. I'm hopeful it's Chiesa. I would like to see him be the main man. And predictions, I would say personally, I don't think we can see, to be honest. Especially if we play like Yaros or Kelleher, whoever we give it input in goal. I reckon possibly 3-1, if not 3-0 to us. That's what I think. Yeah.
Rhys, agree?
No, I think we'll concede because I do think the team's going to be changed quite a lot. So I do think the rhythm will be affected in the first half. I still think we'll win, but I'm going for 2-1 to Liverpool. I think I'm hoping that Chiesa and Gakpo are getting amongst the goals. I would say Nunes, but like I said, I'm losing faith on Nunes each and every day. So yeah,
could be Jota though.
If Jota plays, but they said I'm sure something came out today that he hasn't trained, so I don't expect him to play tomorrow if he doesn't train because that was negligence. If he didn't train and then he plays tomorrow and he gets set back and he gets an injury and it's another few months, you know.
It's got to that point with Nunes where you're actually doubting him to score against Southampton in the Carabao Cup.
I would like him.
I know we've always liked it, but that's what point we've got to. That's the point we've got to. My prediction is going to be, I think it's going to be another 3-2. I think it's going to be another 3-2 like it was in the league. Possibly 2-2. I think the main guy tomorrow, and you said him earlier on, Curtis Jones. I think it's one of them games where he stands out, and everyone's like, getting back in first team again. But then he has a couple of bad games, and he has these games every now and then where he stands out. And this season has been much more consistent, but in recent weeks he hasn't been amazing. But I think it's tomorrow is his time again to show what Curtis Jones is about. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do like this video, subscribe to the channel, notification bells on. Make sure you get on this journey with us. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to it. Thank you everyone for that is subscribed so far. Thank you for all your work. Please make sure you like the videos as well. And get your comments in as well. I love to see comments and feedback off comments. Thank you for watching. Come on, the Reds.